corrosive bile is the goat. I agree, Flesh. This is basically a Ravager, right? That was actually a like a little interview from the winners of the gold medal. I think this was in a rowing or something. Apparently a bunch of Dutch guys ended up winning it. And they have won this like twice in a row right now. And apparently they asked, like one of the interviewers asked like, hey, do you get recognized anywhere? Do you like do selfies and all that? And they were like, no, it never happens. They're like, okay, so do you guys get anything out of this? And they're like, well, I mean, yeah, kind of, I guess. But does anybody ever recognizes you? Asked the reporter. And they're like, well, we recently entered into like a casual rowing competition in our local city. And the people that we met at that event, so other rowers, asked which category are you guys participating in? So apparently even rowers did not recognize the two-time gold rowing medalists. They had no clue. It's a little sad, yeah. Like people pay very specific attention to very specific sports. But yeah, if you're good in something else, even if you're a gold medalist, nobody really gives a fuck. Which is kind of sad, but yeah, it is what it is. You can only force it so far, right? There will be a hardcore group, of course, that cares, but it's kind of like a niche esport. You know, like there are some niche esports out there. Maybe StarCraft is one of them. I don't really know, but the majority of people just don't care. You cannot really force it. I always like the stories of Tony Hawk. People telling him he's named like a famous skater, yet not recognizing him. Yeah, I have seen those as well. That's insane to me though, because Tony Hawk is somebody I would recognize for sure. Like he's also got a very obvious, like he's got a very recognizable face, right? I guess he's just not really very flashy. And he's not very, you know, even though he's obviously very well off. Yeah, but there's plenty of celebrities I have no clue about, mate. I don't know. Like Rumpus, for example, major celebrity. Would I recognize him on the streets? Probably not. But it's because of the wig and the glasses and, you know, everything else. None of you would know. It's true. Okay, let me see. Can I jam my brush over here a little bit? Base is what the kids would say, getting pretty based. I never get recognized. No. I've been recognized a couple of times. Like, out of, you know, esports events. But it's very uncommon. Very, very, very uncommon. I also don't really go outside much, though, so that doesn't really help. No, but it's pretty rare. I also, like, I obviously, I get the vast majority of views, at least, on YouTube rather than Twitch, I guess. And on YouTube, I don't usually have my face in anything. That's a little different. We're gonna do the blood for the blood god, guys, but my blood for the blood god is very separated. I never use it for this, but... This is a paint. The paint is called Blood for the Blood God. Why not use your own blood and then some art coat? I don't like that idea very much. That is not low hot, Mickey. Look how fucking bloody that looks already. Seriously. This paint is always like, it surprises me how much it looks like blood. Let me do a couple of thin coats. So this has to go over here. We don't need much. We just need it to look like a torn off limb, you know? That's all. That's all, you know? Not much. If I paint this on my finger, would it look like I've... Will this look like blood? Oh, it already looks like blood! I'm telling you guys, man! It really does look kind of hardcore. You're bleeding, streamer? It looks orange? If it looks orange, you gotta calibrate your monitor. It's very red. It looks orange on my skin? Yeah, a little bit. It looks a little bit orangey on my skin. A little bit, maybe. It's because of the bright lights. The bright lights do make it a little different. That vibrating machine was about 10 bucks. Less than 10 bucks, I think, at AliExpress. It's not great. It's not very good, Robo, but worth every penny. Sometimes when I'm not streaming, I sit on it, Rumpus. Shit, did I say that out loud? It might have other uses. It is very powerful, yeah. All right. Bloody stump. Does it look bloody? It does look pretty bloody, doesn't it? I like that, yeah. Maybe a bit more on the side. It looks very stumpy. Thanks, bro. That's what I was going for. I think we need a little tiny bit of blood as well, right in front of this area. More blood. I always tend to go overboard with the blood, but I like it. More grimdark. I think it's or Yen. Tried my best to pronounce your name. Fun fact, Space Marine blood is lighter red in contrast to normal human blood because the oxygen... There's more oxygen in the Marine's blood? Oh my god. Somebody grab a highlighter. I need something to make this blood a little brighter, I guess. Well, they do have 3 lungs and I guess 2 hearts. Yeah, they have more organs. But they're also much larger though. So I don't know if that counts, man. Like, do larger people have more oxygen? I'm sure, yes. But at the same time, there's more body to support as well. You're as big as a space marine? Holy shit, dude. I knew you were special, Perdulio. Okay, let me go ahead and grab Laurent's tweezers. And my... my fake plants. All right. I have a little bag, a little box, and Laurent's tweezers. Shh, don't tell anybody, okay? She's not supposed to know. I think we're gonna use pretty gray stuff, right? Like maybe some of these. Maybe some tiny green ones too. Poaching your girlfriend's makeup kit is a great idea. It's a great idea, 100%. Boom, plant. I don't know how many we want, but we put a couple of them down for sure. Quite a bit of base to fill, and I didn't really spend any time building anything fancy here. I will dabble a little bit of like Agrax on these, I think. Just to make them a little bit more in line, maybe a quick little dry brush. That could be fun. Yeah, these aren't the greatest tweezers for this sort of job, I guess, but it's okay. These are very much so eyebrow tweezers. Everything's fun and games until you borrow the good scissors. Oh no, not the good scissors. She's gonna be pissed. I was planning on using or leaving the top of the smoke like that. I mean, this is how they have it on the box. Here's the box art. Here's mine. I think I kind of have it the exact same way. I'm not sure how I could make it better. Taking the good scissors of your girlfriend is the ritual way to summon corn. I love corn. Popcorn is amazing, bro. Have you ever tried that? No, I asked once upon a time if she had tweezers I could have. And she gave me these ones, which were her worst ones. Apparently at some point tweezers aren't very good at tweezing anymore. You can kind of see, look, like the tweezing is not being... It doesn't, like there's a little gap. On the right side, like it is not, the tweezer is not tweezing. It's got one job, so supposedly this is a shitty tweezer. I think we're gonna add some of the darker tufts as well. Just because variety. Plus, I never know what to do with these darker tufts. Did we finish the playlist? I think we may have finished the playlist. Let me replay it. Let me see. I actually want to see what War Hipster. How many tufts did he put on that thing? War Hipster Psychophage. He always has a lot of tufts. Let's see, how many did he add? Yeah, it's quite a few, quite a few. I think I'm gonna do this a little bit differently though. Did those tufts in any ways evolve a cat and some scissors? No, I keep these tufts hidden away. I think the cats would definitely love them though. They wouldn't mind. They wouldn't mind going after them. Oh, you're trying to. Oh, no. Hold up right now. I finally get what you're trying to say. No, none of that, sadly. These are plastic. These are plastic tufts. A little different. I'm gonna smoosh some of them. And when I say some, I mean all. Give them a little bit of an extra press. I want to add some of the tiny green ones too. As long as I don't use the good scissors. I actually have my own pair of scissors, chat. I don't want to flex or anything, but I keep it in a drawer. I don't even think Lauren knows I have one. If she knows, it's gonna disappear. We will never see those scissors ever again, so fucking hush about it, okay? Don't tell anybody. The good scissors always disappear. I bought these at IKEA when we recently went. Good scissors are overpowered. I'm glad that this is a universal experience though. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of agrax around the base as well to make it all a little bit darker. I don't think I really want to add, like, little flowers would be nice, but I don't think that's what we're gonna do. We put a magnet on the scissors and stuck them to the fridge? Damn. Look at Robba with the relationship advice. Very nice. What's up, Kelstar? You have a scissor sharpening? Whoa. Jeez, bro, we get it. You're better than us. A scissor sharpening tool. I didn't even know they made those. Well, I know they exist, obviously, but I didn't realize you could just go out and get scissor sharpeners. But how common is it to have dull scissors, though? Maybe you guys do more scissor work than me. Dull scissors are why there's a good pair and a bad pair. I guess that's true. I think we probably have like 4 scissors. I don't want to flex too much, but I hope you're impressed. One for cooking, one for crafting. I remember my mom always had one pair of scissors I could never use as a kid. I wonder if she still has them. I know where they are. Sometimes I secretly use them. Don't tell her though. But when I used the secret scissors, I would always put them back. I guess it didn't matter, as long as they were back. Okay, we're gonna do one more little dry brush here, but I think I'm gonna have to make sure that all of this is properly dry before we go ahead and do so. A little bit of a dry brush on some of these tufts is a good idea. I'm adding a little bit of dirt as well with the Agrex. My mom definitely did do sewing and stuff, yes. When I need to get my, like say I get a new pair of trousers or whatever and they need to be shorter, I can definitely still bring them to Mom, Bunny. She will gladly do it. Not as useful a skill anymore these days, I guess. Like, not a lot of people are making their own clothes, I guess, but my mom definitely still does a little bit. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it was, Bunny. They were meant to be used for that. Are all of these things properly secured? Think so. Okay, I think we're gonna blast it with the whatever this thing is called, the blow dryer. Yeah, we're gonna blast it, dry this thing, one little dry brush, and we'll be done. Another miniature, guys. I feel like we're cruising. Making a lot of progress. All right, here we go. You ready? Boom. So normally you wouldn't really want to blast the, shade paint like that, but it's okay. Oh, did the music end? Why did it end? Oh, the song ended. All right. Yeah, normally you wouldn't really bother with that, but I think it's okay here. What color do we do for the final highlight? I think something like this would be nice. Yeah, the music just ended. I thought the music had bugged out. Yeah, we'll do a proper full look here in a sec. We're just gonna do a final little dry brush. Slightly different color than the previous one. But I want to dry brush some of the tufts as well, to make them look a little bit more integrated into the rest of the mini. Otherwise they look so, I don't know, doesn't look quite right to me. Having a couple of different colors here is a nice idea anyways. I like it better anyways when we have a tiny little bit of color variety here. Then we'll clean the brushes and we'll do some StarCraft, guys. I think that is the plan for today. Let's see. Is that it done? I think that might be it done, guys. Hell yeah. What do you guys think? Any adjustments? Anything that you notice here that you think I should look into? I'm happy with how the Space Marines stump. It looks very stumpy. As a noob, or as a painting noob, it looks great. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's it done. Pretty happy with the mouth overall. Oh, shit. I think my, I think there's a little bit of room for some basic improvements here and there, but overall I'm very happy with how this had turned out. I don't really like the texture that some of the dry brushing left behind. So next time we do some dry brushing, I'm gonna do it slightly differently. But I think the tentacles look pretty awesome. I think the carapace looks pretty cool. I think the bones look pretty nice. I'm happy with the blades. Yeah, I think the base really adds a lot to the miniature, for sure. Bases always make a huge difference. I actually feel like I might want to spend more time on bases than I do right now. Bases kind of feel like the, okay, I gotta get it over with part. But I wonder if I should spend a bit more time trying to come up with some more fancier basing. Yo, Mickey! Thank you very much. Casual 5 gift subs. Thank you so much, dude. McQueen got a sub, Lillardi, Von Rufio, Jims, and Mickey Mineta. Whoa, Mickey gave a sub to Mickey? I guess it was only a matter of time. I think that's it, guys. We're gonna take it off of its stand. I'll take some beauty shots of it and post them to social media. I think that's the next step. I'll do that like tomorrow or the day after or something. Now, for the next mini that I want to go ahead and paint, I have yet to build it. So I think I'll be doing some of that on stream as well. I haven't really ever done building of miniatures on stream. I take my time for that, as you may have already guessed, because I'm slow. I've already begun. I've already started. I just haven't gotten any further than one leg. I've done one leg so far. That's about it. Where am I from? I'm from the Netherlands. Your accent sounds a bit different from what I usually listen to. It's easier to understand. Oh, thank you, dude. I tried to pronounce words clearly. I tried to articulate my words. How does this sound? I sound like a, like an English exam. This does not sound cringe at all. Well, yeah, I have worked on my English over the years. I still try to make improvements. I think that's it. Yeah. G. I'm also, by the way, very happy with how this camera setup has behaved. Like, we did do a little bit of fine tuning, but it looks really nice now. I'm actually very happy with this whole streaming setup. I think it's pretty much the final form. Yeah. I may spray this with a varnish. I was thinking about maybe spraying it with a varnish. I've never really used varnishes before. I know a lot of people are big fans of the, should we give that a try? I never really use varnishes on my minis, but I kind of want to give it a shot. I got some of the AK Ultra Matte, which I know a lot of people are big fans of. I have never used it. Do we fuck up the miniature adding some varnish to it, or are we gonna try and be smart? No, I think it's okay. This should be the good stuff. It's just that I have to do it with an airbrush. I think we should try. I think this is the perfect miniature to give it a try. So I have two different types of varnish. Ultra Matte and then gloss. People are saying that Ultra Matte is almost too matte. To the point where it's like a little bit, it dulls everything down. So a lot of people are suggesting you use a little bit of this and then a couple of drops of that. Can you do a quick save? There is no quick saving. No quick saving here. Which sucks. Nah, it should be pretty easy. This stuff is specifically made for miniatures. Do I have something to test it on? Yes, this thing right over here. It should be fine. It should be fine. Let me see. I'll get a little bit of thinner. We'll thin it down way much. Or not way much, but we'll thin it down a little bit. And we'll go from there. We should be okay. I will open the window for a little bit of ventilation. That's not a bad idea. I am curious to see what it looks like when it's dry. It should make everything a little bit better. So let me see. This is working. We'll add a little bit of airbrush medium. Couple drops. We'll add a little bit of this, and then a little bit of that. We did have a low drink emoji, Kelstar. That's maybe what you're thinking of. I removed low drink in favor of low zombie for this month. So you're not losing your mind. I don't know how many drops I need to use. We'll do like 10. 10 drops of this. 2 of that. We'll do a little bit of bubbling to mix it. So we're mixing it in the cup. And we'll use the airbrush. We'll just spray it, I guess. Here goes nothing. I'm doing very thin lines though. So this should protect it all very nicely too. I don't really know exactly how much we want to add. Was that good enough? This is not really a very complex thing to do though, because you just want to apply it all over. And obviously this is very thin. Okay. We'll let it dry for a couple minutes. I think that should be it. I think that should be it. Super easy. Yo, thank you very much, Willy Well. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you very much. Casual 3-year resub. Huge. We'll spray out the excess and then we'll go from there. Oh, it definitely is getting more matte. I can see that it's getting a lot more matte here. Thank you, Willie, for the committed support, man. That's a long, long time. 3 years is pretty sweet. Okay, we'll do one more water and then a little bit of cleaner. And we should be good to go. Where is my cleaner? Now, I know what you're thinking, cleaner? Okay, no. No one was thinking that. No, sorry. Rambo was thinking it, but no one else. Okay, so this is a little bit of airbrush cleaner that I put in here right now. We'll do the same thing. A little bit of a back bubble. And we'll spray it out. And this thing should be sparkly clean. That's disgusting, Bunny Warren. Holy shit, dude. Okay. Clean airbrush. Okay. I need my little bottles. Do I want any high gloss anywhere? What about we add a little bit of high gloss to the blood? But just the blood. No thinning it down, bro. Maximum glossiness. Maybe I'm supposed to thin this, I don't know. I just want the blood to shine. Just like my own blood. I think, I don't know. What about the tongue? Do we want a glossy tongue? I feel like a little bit of gloss to the tongue would not be a bad idea. If I don't like it, I can change it. Usually this stuff is relatively forgiving. No, I don't have an easy way to get drool like that, what we saw in the competition. I do want to look into that. I know there's like specific glues and paints and stuff that people use for that sort of thing. It would be kind of sick to have something like that, I agree. Okay, let me go ahead and put this away and give it a minute or so to dry. And I think that'll be it done. So I can actually tell that it's definitely a little bit more matte. But the colors aren't exceptionally muted, you know? Like I've seen some people say that if you use the ultra matte varnish, the colors become like, you know, pretty much dull. So it becomes so matte. And obviously that can be an effect you're going for. I'm thinking actually on the Dreadnought that we're gonna be painting next. That is an effect I do want to do. I want to make that guy very matte. But for some of the other stuff, it's probably best to have a little bit of like a satin finish, I guess. Like a little bit of gloss, or mostly matte, but not too matte. But you can just mix the two. All right. So here we are. It's still drying. The gloss that we added to the stump over here is still drying. You can see some of it as well on the tongue. Maybe I added a little too much to the tongue, to be honest. I'll try and wipe some of it away. I mean, it was already diluted, I guess. So this should also help though with me like rubbing the paint off, because sometimes I accidentally rub the paint off with my minis. I don't really use them for play, I guess, but I think it's nicer to have at least a little bit of a sealing, I guess, right? Like a little bit of a sealant on there, so we can't accidentally do any of the mistakes. Okay, so I think that's it. GG. Another miniature done. Bah.